Hello everyone, I'm Gunjan, founder of Telmet, assisting visually impaired people. According to World Health Organization, there are 285 million visually impaired people worldwide, and 20%, that is 57 million, are Indian. In USA, there are 8 million visually impaired people, and among them 1.5 million are employed. When we talk about India, which is a developing country, we just have 0.5 million visually impaired person who are employed. This number will increase with time. Telmet will increase employability by giving them self-confidence and a sense of security.
Telmate is a wearable computer vision device in form of glasses which will process in-front images of visually impaired person, will convert it to sound and whisper in the ear using hearing aids. Visually impaired will be able to walk around unfamiliar places, to avoid obstacles, to read newspaper, warnings, or any text in real time, and focus to get a much-needed independence.
For reading anything, a blind person uses Braille book or take help from someone else. But what if he doesn't get help? We are creating a wearable device in form of glasses which will process in-front images of visually impaired person. This would convert the image in digital text and would pass it as a hearing aid to the person. This would give us an outcome to visually impaired who would be able to walk to unfamiliar places, he would be able to process any text while he is moving, and eventually we want to gain those people with the help of literacy, workability and employability with them. We are using the sustainable solutions for leveraging the technology. So our main value proposition is, what if a visually impaired person can read a non-braille printed book, newspaper or magazine in real time, identify someone on the street while walking alone, able to use public transport, cabs, or do any interactive task assigned at the school or office. At Telmet, we are working towards developing sustainable technological solutions for visually impaired that is inclusive, affordable, and easily adaptable. We have built a prototype with help of Android application and Raspberry Pi, which we want to showcase as our glasses. The features of our application is optical character recognition and text-to-speech with English language. We are using I'm going to show the same through my mobile application right now in front of you. So, as you can see, the application starts. We have three options to select. I can capture image from my phone, I can pick any image from the gallery, or I can use the camera module from the Raspberry Pi to do the same task. Let's say for the test case, I'm capturing the same image, or I'm testing the same image with my mobile. I selected the image and I pass it on to my server. What exactly happens is, this image gets to a server, converts the printed text of it into a digital text. So whether it's a newspaper where it is in a column wise manner, or it's a book with a straight line, it would process it smoothly.
TELLMATE helper. Private Limited. What if a visually impaired can identify someone
So
on the street
you would be
while
looking on the
walking alone,
picture,
able to
this
use
would be
public
speaking the
transport,
same
cabs,
stuff.
read a non-braille printed book, newspaper or in real time, independently.
Now suppose
do
I'm that
interactive
blind
tasks
person who is
assigned.
using this application.
School OFFC.
I want to pause at any moment. There are these features added so that a blind can listen at the moment when he wants to, can pause, can listen it later, and can do the same stuff as per his need. Now let's say I want to showcase with the live camera how this is going to happen. So I capture the same through my mobile. You would be looking that there are different text which are coming on the top. So I don't want to feed that. I can convert it into a image which I like for the processing. But for the visually impaired person, we are going to implement pre-processing, which will do it eventually by itself, and that would be a logical structure where the user would be doing the processing with just pointing out the camera, and it's giving the sound output of it. Once the digital text comes out of the picture, it
if a visually impaired can identify someone on the street while walking alone, able to
it's
use
giving the
public
same sound
transport,
output which
cabs,
was giving
read
with
a
the best
non-braille
case
printed
scenario.
book, newspaper or magazine in
So the same structure applies with the Raspberry Pi as well here. With Raspberry Pi, I can connect it with my Pi module. I connect it, and then use the same camera module along with the Pi for the processing. But with the Pi, the scenario would be the image captured would go to the server, but the text obtained would not come directly to the mobile app. Instead of that, we are passing it to the Raspberry Pi back, so that sound output would be coming back from the Pi. And that's a perfect scenario where we are actually having this glasses created. In the left bottom corner, you would be seeing the glasses which we are trying to work upon. If you want to join our beta program, please join us today itself. Visit our website telmet.in/app and sign up for the beta tester. We have started getting trials for the users, so give us feedback so that we can improve it further as per your need. Now I would be talking about different apps and hardware which are already available for visually impaired person. In Android we have TalkBack, in Apple there is a VoiceOver, in Windows we have Geos Reader. All these things are actually converting the digital text which is already there into a sound format, and especially in English language. Now if I talk about something else, there is few devices which are working with the glasses, but eventually all of them are targeting English language, and none of them are focusing more towards regional language and specifically Indian language. At Telmet, we are more focused towards providing the support in the vernacular languages, because we cannot expect a visually impaired person quite well versed with the English language. We have started our beta trials with the Hindi language, but we haven't launched it in our app yet. But I can justifiably say that this Hindi text processing is as good as the English we are getting. This is taking more time than processing. That is the issue we are facing, and we are trying to optimize this issue further. Talking about my baseline data, we have done more than 400 customer interviews and validated that a customer would be a visually impaired student. Why? That would be because there are no braille books available for these fellows during their course of preparation for exams after class 12th, or if they are doing it further for their any employability skills or something. We have validated by visiting blind people organization and connecting with multiple NGOs, ophthalmologists as our customer channel. That principal, technical head, donors, trustees, we have connected with several people which are associated with visually impaired people for getting out with this baseline data. I'm just showing you our channel diagram, how exactly as a producer my device would reach from production house to these needy visually impaired person directly through our online stores, through distributors, through big distributors in India, as well as through government at subsidized price. I have participated in different events in the time being of last 2 years, and recently we have been awarded and got a lot of traction as well as media coverage. Recently we were part of Ministry of External Affairs and Niti Aayog National Contest on Social Innovation, where we have received a tremendous support. Even we have got a good recommendation with as well as support with Prime Minister Narendra Modi sir. We imagine a visually impaired person using public transport just like a normal person does. These people are actually relying on someone else for doing their work, for doing their own work, or even doing family support. Now these people are looking for some miracle which can convert their life from a normal to a modern, which a normal person is still doing. At Telmet, we are more focusing towards working out and making this miracle to happen with them. Overall, I would like to end by saying that please go visit our website telmet.in/app and register for our beta trials. Help us with your feedback, connect us with more visually impaired people or organizations associated with them, and support us in our endeavor. Thank you. Make the world more accessible.